Hey there retro fans, welcome back to RGF RetroGameForce. And if you don't notice by now by my voice, I can tell you I'm heavily impacted by a flu, so forgive me about my tone, but this is the best I can do. And I don't want to lose time because 2 or 3 days ago I got this item, this Retro-Bit Sega Saturn Wireless Controller from Amazon. It took me 3 or 4 weeks to get it, but finally it arrived, and I've been testing this for 2 or 3 days already. And yesterday I shared this on some social media, and I got a lot of feedbacks from you guys asking questions, asking where did I got it, how does it perform. So I think it's the best time to do this quick video on testing here the Retro-Bit controller using of course the original Sega Saturn, the Mega Drive Mini, the PC with some emulators, and of course the Nintendo Switch. So I don't want to lose much time here on the intro, but I want to thank you guys very much because this will be the first video of 2020, and 2019 has been awesome for this RGF channel, because the channel duplicated the number of subscribers, the views are increasing, so I think I'm doing something right here, and you guys are giving me feedback, and thank you very much for being on that side. And yeah, let's hit the intro and check the Sega Saturn Retro-Bit wireless controller. Stay tuned! And before I start the tests, I want to do an unboxing, and I want to talk a little bit about it. So this is an official Sega branded controller. Retro-Bit actually has an official contract with Sega, and this one still has the quality seal of Sega here, and you can see that this is fully branded for the Sega Saturn on PAL regions. You can see it here on the box, fully branded, which is awesome. So it feels like a new thing for the Sega Saturn in 2019. So how awesome is this? So doing an unboxing quickly, there's not so many things to show, but still. So inside of this box you actually will get another box, a plastic box, where you have the receivers for the USB receiver and the Sega Saturn receiver, and you have the controller itself, which is based on the Sega Saturn Model 2, which is for me the best controller, or one of the best controllers ever made. The plastic basically feels like a Sega Saturn, and yeah, the controller. Then we have the receivers, as you can see here, USB and the Sega Saturn connector. Then you have the classic manuals, and I think there's a thank you, yeah, there is a thank you card from Retro-Bit. And yeah, cool stuff. I think for the price tag this costs $36, I believe. I think it's a good touch to have this stuff. It's cheap plastic, but it's still good to have. Why not, right? So let's plug in these peripherals and see how it performs. Okay, so the Sega Saturn is on, then we're gonna put this receiver on the Saturn, and there's a red light already blinking, and on the controller nothing is happening, and automatically, because I did pair this before, and that's why it's automatic, If it's not automatic, you need to press here the pairing button and this will start blinking fast, and then you just hold or press 2 times here the start and this will pair, and there you have it. So what games should we test here on the Saturn? I select some games that I think are interesting for this kind of latency tests. I have here Fighter, King of Fighters 97. A 2D fighter is always a stress if you have some lag and latency. I have also a racing game, so Sega Rally Championship, that also demands that you are the controller is responding pretty fast. And a shooter, a 2D shooter also here, the Thunder Force collection. So we have a good shooter to test if there's any input lag here on the wireless controller from Retro-Bit. So let's get to it. So first game that we test is Sega Rally. Awesome. So start.
Sega Rally Championship.
Who doesn't like this word, Sega Rally Championship? And then awesome. So arcade, whatever. Let's see how this handles and if I can play this any good, huh? It's been a while.
3, 2, 1, go! You did right. You did well. You did right. Wow! Overjump.
Let me see the drifting.
You did right.
Maybe it's just me, huh? It's not so bad actually. And by the way, I'm using the OSSC, so I don't expect to have any input lag, right? No, it's okay. You can see I'm turning left, right, left, right. So here we have Thunder Force 3 on the Sega Saturn. Awesome soundtrack. Auto fire. See? It's not so bad actually, yeah? It's not perfect. I think there is an input lag, but it's actually pretty small. You see, I'm right. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, I'm losing like a champ, but I want to show you when I do the moves that the ship actually moves, huh? Yeah, up. Yeah, looks good, huh? Okay, so here on King of Fighters 97, it looks pretty good for a fighting game. because the special moves are coming out in the proper timing, which is mandatory if you want to be competitive. I'm looking at the camera right now, so forgive me about that. Okay, let's see if I can pull up pretty good actually. I was not expecting for a fighting game. Pretty awesome actually. So in PC emulation, I'm starting here with the Virtua Striker on the GameCube to see how this plays. The USB connection is as easy as the Saturn, so the pairing method is very simple. And yeah, why not test this
Sunlight Stadium.
football game here on the GameCube? That plays great on the Dolphin emulator, by the way.
Kickoff.
Let's see if I know how to play this one. The mouse is here. Ah, first try. It really plays great.
Almost.
So now going for the Fighting Vipers on the Sega Model 2 emulator. And normally I play with this guy, Rexel. Let's see if I can still play this. Oh man. Cannot be. Aha. Let's kick this guy. Oh yeah? Wait just a bit. Oh, ass kicked. Try again. I need to focus more on the game, eh? Okay, so. Good counters, by the way. Let's see if he can hit my guitar. One more. Bam! Hey, wait a bit. I was looking at the camera. This guy is ruthless. Oops, armor down, so let's take some advantage of it. Oops. Bam! Really responsive. It looks like I'm playing Sega Saturn actually. So now it's time for some Mega Drive Mini testing and gaming. Let's see. Okay, as you can see here, my Mega Drive Mini was hacked, right? There's much more games in it than the official Mega Drive Mini has. And if you don't know this, the Project Lunar is out. You can check my channel for a video how to insert new games on the Mega Drive Mini. One of my favorite games is Revenge of Shinobi. And this game really demands that you have no input lag, because then the double jump is almost impossible. So let's see how this plays. Okay, so here I am, Joigashi or Zumugashi, let's see. Yeah. There is some input lag, look at this. It's not bad, but there is something, huh? A few milliseconds, I believe. So it's not like unplayable, but for a game that really needs you to be really on your toes, like this one, I play this on the real hardware, and with the OSSC I have no issues whatsoever. But for example, on the Retron 5, the double jump is almost impossible it's very difficult to do it properly when you need it. And in here you can do it, but there is an input lag, at least more noticeable here on the Mega Drive Mini. So here we have the real Sega Saturn Model 2 controller. It still rocks, it still plays great, and this is the original one I had from back in the day, and I still have it because it's awesome to play on this controller. And this one they look exactly the same size. I was thinking that this one looks smaller, but I believe if you put them together they are more or less the same size. The big difference is the feeling, because this one is fully used and the shoulder buttons they sound like this. These ones, they don't look completely different. This one's the push of these buttons, they look the same. This one is different, but maybe because this is brand new, right? So resuming, this controller is, I believe, great. It's a great work done by Retro-Bit. I didn't test much the battery life, but it still has battery after 3 days, and I played quite a lot of this with this controller. There is some input lag. I noticed more on the Mega Drive Mini. On the PC I didn't notice much. On the Saturn also works great. There's also some input lag, but not so noticeable compared to the Mega Drive Mini. Unfortunately, on the Nintendo Switch I could not pair. Maybe I need to do a firmware update, I don't know. I could not pair this with the Nintendo Switch, but stay tuned on the channel, because if I can pair it, I will show it here on the channel. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I did this quick video. My voice is not on the best shape. There's no scripting here. I did everything as it is, and I still feel this is a good option for playing retro games on your PC, on using the Saturn with wireless controllers and Mega Drive Mini for sure. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment this video, and as usual, until the next video, take care and bye bye.